So I'm on the phone with Brave Shores out of Toronto, and I have Jay and Stephanie on the line. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
And thanks again for taking the time to talk to us here in Fredericton about your new album. And it's an EP that is absolutely full of sunshine-filled electro pop. And when I listened to it and was talking about it on air, I compared it to Coyote and Paper Lions from PEI. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those bands.
Paper Lions, yes. I've heard a track from them. They're cool. I like them.
Yeah, they're pretty big on the East Coast here, so I used that to compare because people would know who they were. But how do you, in your own words, kind of describe the sound of your album?
Ooh, that's tough. What do you think, Steph?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like each song on the EP is sort of a little bit different on its own, but yeah, I have a hard time with music genre, so I usually default to electro pop without really knowing much more than that. But yeah, I'd say it's fun. We were just really trying to make music that was fun to listen to as far as we could take that without it sounding...
It's got it's sunshiny and everything. I can hear that, but I also have always never been able to escape the certain type of undercurrent of darkness in songs that I've written and stuff that Steph and I have come together on. I guess it's just our musical taste sort of having that in it. You can't really escape it. Even in our single, it's really sunny and everyone says it's such a summery song, but I also hear, much to my content, that it's got a certain twinge of darkness to it.
Yeah, we're secretly emo.
Just to keep it, yeah.
See, now I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to the entire thing with that in mind and just see, if I can pick it up, because on the first couple passes that I did, it was like a great summer album, so upbeat, and it's just perfect that way. But now you've got me curious.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then it's the lyrics too. Just gonna if we didn't really take too much stock in what it is that we were singing about. We didn't get together and say, okay, well, this song's about this, but we did work together a lot and trying to be as lucid and as loose as we could with lyrics. And as it came out, and as I'm listening back to them now with some perspective, there's some darkness, there's some longing of things. Yeah,
Some stuff is kind of dark.
Yeah.
So something that's really unique about you guys that I want to point out for everyone to know is that you're actually siblings. And how is that working out? Is there like a Noel Liam Gallagher thing going on between you two, or have you always been, creative and writing and playing together?
This is sort of like our first real official project together, and we have our ups and downs in terms of how we get along with it, but yeah, we get along pretty well.
Yeah, it's we've been hanging out with the same crowd of people for a while, so we're kind of similar. There's not a huge culture clash between us. We're very like-minded, so it was almost sort of like an obvious choice to kind of at some point just collaborate and just kind of put together a project. And we didn't start it with any expectations of it taking off anywhere. Then our single really gained some momentum, and so we had to kind of scramble to get it together. And now we're kind of working on it full time. So yeah, I mean, we have our sibling moments. We'll still bicker at each other, but we're great.
But your home must be pretty interesting around the holidays, though. with the two of you,
always?
Does your family force you to play for them and stuff like that? Get around the piano and do some carols.
Yeah, always.
Play the piano.
So that happens in everyone else's family too, not just mine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Christmas. Our mom is very Christmassy. She likes to do it all. Yeah.
So I do want to mention your single, Never Come Down, and it's getting really great online reviews, and I just noticed that you shot a video for this?
Oh, yeah.
How fun was that?
It was amazing. It didn't, it completely surpassed our expectations. We had a very shoestring budget, and we called in a lot of favors, but we feel very lucky to be sort of connected to the web of talent that Toronto has sort of offered us, and it all came together really quickly, and it was perfect because we needed the day to be very summery because it was such a summery song, and the idea sort of needed it to be really bright, and it was like the hottest, brightest day of the summer, and we were all just like so sun-kissed by the end, and we had a blast doing it.
Yeah, you can see Adam, the main guy in the video, the progression of his sunburn.
Oh no!
Until the very last shot of his face in the doctor's office, he's like just so sun-whipped.
So we are towards the end of 2014, and if you could look back on this year, what really stands out for you guys?
Probably the momentum of the single and the rotation it's been getting on radio, and people coming up to us, and
yeah, it's all out there now.
Fans, and it's great. It's just the start. It was just the tip of the iceberg, and it just kind of gets us really revved up for 2015. Which we don't, I guess you can ask us about 2015. We don't have too solid of plans, but we are going to do as much as we can. Making music is just awesome. There's nothing better.
Are you looking to eventually do a tour, though, of any sort?
Absolutely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we love touring.
And maybe
we're not jaded yet. You know?
Do you have any plans of coming out here ever?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
First chance we get.
So how can we go and listen to your album or purchase it? Like, where can we find all your stuff and your social media?
It's, I think it's all on Spotify, the EP.
And iTunes.
And iTunes. And we have a couple tracks up on SoundCloud, which is where people really started hearing us first. And we also have some social media accounts that you can check out.
We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter account. We have a wonderful Instagram you can join and follow. And
a
see all the
MySpace.
craziness. It all started on MySpace.
Didn't it all?
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us here at CHSR. And I have one final question for both of you, and it's always one of the most important to me. And I want to know what you guys are listening to lately. What should I go check out?
I'll tell you what I'm going to listen to very soon. The Elwins just released a brand new track today, and I think they have an album. And I really like that. Yeah. And that lyric video was pretty rad. So I'm gonna be digging into that.
Nice.
Yeah, let's give the Elwins a big shout out here.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you both very much, and best of luck with everything next year.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care, guys.